to the next video. In this video I will show you how you can convert speech to text, like live speech to text conversion in Expo React Native for iOS 26. So this is a new feature which was introduced in iOS 26. So let's get started. Now I have recorded the output. So you need to record this, like you need to test this on a real device. It will not work on a simulator, so be mindful of that, and it requires iOS 26. So here you can see I have the start and stop button. I'll just play this. Now for when I click, I have already, like before recording this, I was testing this out as well. So once you are clicking the start button for the very first time, it asks you for record audio permission. So make sure you grant that particular permission as well. So I have already granted it. So here you can see I just clicked on the start, and then I was speaking something, and here you can see it was able to record. Now there is a slight bit of delay, but it is as good as it gets according to me. So yeah, this is what it is. Now after some time, after I'm done speaking, I'll just click on the stop button as well, and it will stop our recording. So yeah, that's what this output is all about. So yeah, let's see how to do this. So first you need to create a Expo React Native project. So you can just go to this particular URL. There are different templates which you can use. I'm using this blank TypeScript template. So I just ran this particular command and it created an Expo React Native project for me. Then it asked me for the Expo application name. I've just give it as my Expo app. You can give it whatever name you feel like. Now we need to write native code because there is no third-party library available to achieve this. So you can just go to this particular URL over here, and here you can just select iOS device. You can select development build. I have disabled ES. I have already installed Xcode as well as command line tools. Then you need to run this command as well as this command. Then you need to cd to your Expo React Native application and then run this particular command. I have already ran this. And finally you need to run this command. Now this command does take a bit of time to do CocoaPod and to install CocoaPods and all that stuff, so be patient. Once that is done, here you can see, let me quickly show you the project. So here you can see this is the project, and you should be able to see the iOS folder been created over here. Then we need to create an Expo module where we will be writing most of the code. So you can just open it inside a new tab, and here you can just scroll down, and here you can see this is our Expo project name. So sorry, not Expo project name, sorry about that. You just need to run this particular command. It will ask you what should be the module name and few other questions. I have kept everything as default, so just press enter 3 times, and it should create a Expo module, so this particular module for you. Now once you run this command, you also need to run this command as well. You don't need to cd to the iOS directory, just run from the root of your Expo React Native project. Just run this command, because given that we have installed this module, we need to do pod installation for that as well. Okay, yeah, and now let's see how to write the code for this. So first you need to go to modules, my modules, go to src, and here I have written two methods, start and stop. Okay, and to get the actual data, we are making use of this event stream of value. Now this is present by default. I have not changed anything. So all I did was I just added the start and stop method. Everything else was present by default as well. Then you can just go to the main iOS folder over here, go to my Expo app, go to info.plist, scroll down, and here you first need to add this NS microphone usage description as well as record audio. Once that is done, just close this. Then you can go to app.tsx. Let's see how to use it first. So first you can add all these imports. I've taken one text state for our text, and here we are listening for the live speech to text translation, and whenever we get the data, we just update this text. Okay, and here is one button for starting our recording, one button for stopping our recording, and one text element for displaying the text. Okay, and here are the styles as well. Then you need to now you can just go to the iOS folder and create all these files, but I would recommend not to do that. Create it from Xcode, because a lot of the times what happens is that you can create this file from VS Code, but you don't get like it does not assign a target membership to your application, and that's why your application is not able to find those particular files when you try to run it. So a better way according to me is just go to your Expo application, go to the iOS folder and double click on this .exe workspace. Now it will automatically open it for you in Xcode, so let's just wait for that. In the meantime, what you can do is by default you should see this my module.swift, my module view.swift, and this podspec file. Okay, so let's just wait for Xcode to boot up. So here is our Xcode. Now all you need to do is you just need to create those files from Xcode. To write the code, we'll just come back to VS Code, because most people are comfortable with VS Code. Okay, so what you need to do is just click on this pods and then click on development pods over here. Scroll down and you just need to find your module. Now you need to create these files: buffer conversion, helpers, recorders, spoken word transcriber, story module. Okay, so to create a Swift file, just right click, don't choose this new empty file because even that is not good according to me. Just click new file from template. Okay, and here you can select Swift file, click on next, give it some name, and give it some name like buffer conversion. I'm not doing that again because I already have that file. And here you need to scroll down, and here you need to make sure your module is checked, and then click on create. Now you have to do for the other files as well, the same thing. Okay, now before I show you guys the code, you need to go to your Expo app, and here make sure you add your team as well in sign in and capabilities, and inside general you need to update the minimum deployment target to iOS 26. Then let's come to our code. So first, inside buffer conversion, now I will not be going through this because even I don't really understand it. I'll simply scroll through this file. Feel free to pause the video and just copy all this code. Okay, then the next one is helpers.swift. Again, I'll simply scroll through this file. Feel free to pause the video and just copy all this code. Okay, so this is the code for it. Then we'll see my module.swift at the very end. So this is our recorder as well. Then this is the spoken word transcriber.swift file. Again, I'll simply scroll through this. Feel free to pause the video and just copy this code. Then we have the story model.swift as well. Okay, and then finally we need to go to my module.swift. Here make sure you add this iOS 26, and here you need to extend this spoken word transcriber delegate. Here you need to add variable for story, speech transcriber, and recorder. Now this code was also present by default. Then you need to add the start function as well as stop function. Inside start, we initialize our story, initialize spoken word descriptor, we add the delegate, initialize our recorder, set the speech transcriber, and then we just call record method. And inside stop, we just call stop recording. And here is a callback for transcribe date update. So whenever we get a new data, this is how we get it. So we get it form of ns mutable string, and while sending, so this is how we send it to Expo React Native side, we convert it to string. So yeah, that's all there is to it. Thank you for watching. Bye.